Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Thymesia running on PlayStation 5. This game is also available for the Xbox and PC. And there is a cloud version that's for the Switch. But we decided to play it on ps5. I mean, it's where I have my... it's where I have Elden Ring. It's apparently it's that kind of game. Or maybe something closer to Bloodborne. Maybe like Bloodborne, Sekiro. Essentially, it's a From Software style action game. I don't know much about it outside of that, so this will be interesting to see if we like it or not. Because it's a real hit and miss with these kind of games. I mean, I think the last one of these games that I liked that wasn't from Software was The Surge 2. I think after that, then there would have been, oh god, we just played it recently too. I can't remember the name of the other game that was okay. It's a real shame because it wasn't. I mean, I played it last month. I don't remember. I don't know. Let's check it out. That was a loud game. Let's see, Hermes Fortress, Hermes Kingdom, the land of alchemy, is said that the alchemy employed here transforms diseases into antidotes. In the beginning, people thought it was just another infectious disease. It wasn't until the livestock began dying and those who had been infected began shrieking out in pain that they realized a deadly plague had befallen them. Or they, watched a Jake Paul video. The various kingdoms tried to fend off the sickness and ghastly creatures, but their efforts were futile, and despair engulfed the entire continent. Hermes' kingdom, founded atop a colossal tree, quickly rose to power due to their use of a miraculous alchemical science, which was able to turn the plague into a cure. As the plague ravaged the lands, they relied on this alchemy to light the blessed flame. Oh, so it is quite a bit like Bloodborne. But where there is light, there will always be shadow. Okay, jump right in. Basic controls. Left stick to move. L3 to sprint. Right stick to look around. X to interact with objects. Hamburger to open the pause menu. You can review all the tutorials in the collection. Okay, we're at a nice smooth 60 frames. That is a kind of slow camera though. Can we make that a bit faster? Just invert. Oh yeah, camera sensitivity. Yeah. Don't be so damn stingy with your sensitivity. Better. Still kind of slow. That's about right for me, I think. We have to increase it even more depending on how the game goes. Crumple a piece of paper, follow the commands, and search for the cores. Use R1 to perform a saber attack. Circle to dodge the enemy attacks. Saber attacks deal damage to the enemy and leave wounds on them. Wounds are temporary and will heal after a short period if no more damage is inflicted. When the enemy's health and wounds are both 0, they will become dazed. Approach a dazed enemy and use R1 to execute them. Okay, so... Okay, oh, real meaty sounding game. Kind of a loud meaty sounding game though. Yeah, can we maybe temper that down just a smidge, please? It's really responsive. I don't like the motion blur though. Can we change the motion blur? We cannot. Wow. Okay. I guess that'd be a reason to get this on PC. Although I guess there's no guarantee that you can turn it off on PC either. Yeah, that's super distracting. I definitely don't like that effect. Use L1 just before an enemy's attack hits Corvus to deflect it. Deflecting an enemy attack damages the enemy and negates any damage to Corvus. Oh, nice. See, a deadly silence hangs over the streets, and the city is completely sealed off. There's no food to be found, nor any water. Oh, you get cured, but you'll starve to death? Seems like a mixed bag there. Oh, I'm supposed to practice my parrying? Whoops. Let's see, due to the recent epidemic outbreak, Hermes Kingdom is declaring a state of emergency. All citizens must abide by the following orders. All citizens are forbidden from going out. Essential supplies will be distributed by the knights. Any sightings of plague-like symptoms or mutations must be immediately reported to the knights to be dealt with. Any corpses or unclean objects must be handed over to the relevant personnel for incineration and purification. Effective date immediately. Okay, that looks promising. Face an enemy and use R3 to lock on. Locked on enemies will stay in the center of Corvus' sight. When locked on, move the right stick left or right to change the target. Okay, yeah, be really careful. I don't know who you lock on then. When Corvus' health is low, use up on the D-pad to consume a potion. Corvus can only carry a limited amount of potions at once, so use them wisely. Is my health low? Oh, I'm half. Okay. Oh yeah, this is definitely... It's definitely closer to Bloodborne's combat, although it has a mix of Sekiro in there as well. Just the speed is significantly faster than like a Bloodborne, closer to a Sekiro. You are the Devourer. Wield your claws. Press R2 to perform a claw attack. The claw attack deals a lot of damage to enemy wounds and prevents them from healing. Each enemy has a unique plague weapon, and Corvus can reeve this for his own use. Hold R2 to fully charge Corvus' claw, and release to reeve a plague weapon. Reeve deals even more damage to enemy wounds and prevents them from healing. Corvus is vulnerable whilst charging his claw, so it's safer to perform on dazed enemies. Use triangle to cast a reeved plague weapon. Reeved plague weapons can only be used once. Corvus has super armor when casting plague weapons, but still takes damage. Okay, interesting. Lots of pluses and minuses for everything. Seems like it's pretty well balanced. Let's see. The King's Dagger and the Grey Armor. They are our last hope. They led the survivors and tried to make things right. The infected corpses were burned to purify them of the sickness. Right, to purify them. Absolutely no benefit to the living. Gonna take a while for me to remember to use this R2. I mean, I suppose it'll become more important when the enemies become much more difficult. Resting at a beacon will save current progress, refill potions, and restore health and energy. Resting at beacons will also resurrect most enemies. X to activate beacon, X to activate, X to rest at an activated beacon. Okay, so again, Souls-like style progression. Wait, I'm gonna sit on the chair. Am I gonna sit on the lantern? Is that how I save? Lighting up my butt. Beacon found. Yeah, rest on it. Oh yeah, I do sit on it. Oh, hilarious. Oh, I can't select any of that other stuff? Oh, okay, it's all locked. Apparently I have a little ghost attendant too. Feathers. As lethal as iron arrows. When a light green appears before an enemy attack, they will perform a critical attack that cannot be deflected. Instead, corpse must move out of range or use a feather attack. L2 throws a feather and interrupts the enemy attack just before the enemy's critical attack hits Corvus. Corvus will regenerate thrown feathers over time. Feathers will also leave wounds on the enemy and stop them from healing for a while. Okay, L2, huh? Okay, I can't really see what they're talking about. It's green? I don't get it. When is it green? Okay, that one's gonna take a while for me to figure out, since I don't really see what they mean by... I don't want to see what they mean by when it turns green. I don't see it. I mean, for something like that, I would want like a Sekiro-style character, you know, a fairly large, prominent character to let me know when I need to do something. See, how did this all begin? They said that an accident occurred on the day of the king's birthday. Previously, the plague was only spreading outside the kingdom, but after the outbreak, all have gone mad. I do like the main character's look. It's kind of cool. It's not like super detailed graphics, but they are sufficient, and it does keep its 60 frame update. pathway to all regions of the kingdom are either lined with monsters or blocked by soldiers. None can leave and none can enter. Yeah, well, sounds like a great place. Great place to never visit. Let's go back to my save. I think I definitely need to practice that whole feather thing. I'm not familiar enough with the animations or looking for whatever it is they're trying to show me. I mean, it's I'm sure it's like a very I'm assuming it's an important game mechanic, otherwise they wouldn't have a tutorial on it. Waifu, waifu, waifu. Oh, not waifu. Don't let belong here for you. Oh, he takes that's a damage. Excuse me, I was looking for... I just want to know the directions to Disneyland. Oh, okay. He was the asylum demon, apparently. I don't know why games that want to copy Souls, like, copy so much of the Souls formula. Oh, whatever. Corvus, you're finally awake. I was worried about you. You were worried about me? I was definitely worried about me. You were badly hurt. Luckily, you made it back in time. Corvus, do you remember what you did? I'm pretty sure I got beat. You need the right formula to use Hermes' answer. It appears that the injury caused you to lose your memory, so perhaps it would be helpful to start with a description of what you still remember. Come back when you've got your memories in order. Until then, you can walk around. It might help you jog your memory. Okay. Nice music. See, the families of the Knightly Order petitioned the king to stop sending knights to battle outside the kingdom's borders. The former chairman of the Institute for Alchemical Studies, Emerald, has officially appointed someone to take her position. Emerald said that she wanted someone with even greater abilities than herself to lead the alchemical research in Hermes. The Twilight Circus, hailing from the Sea of Trees, was once again invited to perform in the royal court. As expected, Ringmaster Order's performance was received with great acclaim for all who had attended. Okay, that means nothing to me. It's just a bunch of words. Map menu. Corvus can recall his memories by revisiting locations and quests in the map. More memories and locations are unlocked when Corvus starts to remember. Oh, okay, so you can replay stuff? That's nice. Let's see, Philosopher's Hill is the royal family sanctuary. Every fall, Father would take us here. He says that on the hill, he is not king, but merely a father and a friend. There's no need for formalities here. He would say, after the outbreak, domestic matters became pressing, and our visits to this place grew less and less. Some spoiled brat's a little... Well, a little spoiled. What brings me the greatest joy is coming to Philosopher's Hill with the children every year. Watching them run about playing together never fails to help me forget the turmoil in the kingdom. Recently, some strange sickness has plagued the lands beyond our borders. I must make sure our kingdom is prepared. Yes, yes. Make sure to follow Plan G, specifically after Plan G. That will save you. Can I jump? There is no jumping. Heaven forbid. But ground-based combat, you know, trying to tune your combos to work with, to work within the limits of how you want your combat to play. I guess I understand. Jumping's not really necessary in a game like this. Was I supposed to gain my memories by just walking around here? Because I don't think that's helping. I don't think that jogged anything. Corvus, are you ready to recall? Sure. Sea of trees. In the early days of the plague, the nobles banished all criminals, the poor, and the sickly to a lower level of the kingdom known as the Sea of Trees. The upper rings of society, living above the slum, cared nothing of their lives. They referred to them as hopeless, letting them succumb to sickness and all manner of ghastly creatures. Sure, I guess. Okay. I mean, there's plenty of explanation, but no context. Seems like it hands out trophies pretty well. Level up menu. Corvus can use memory shards to enhance his attributes. Strength increases saber attacks and wound damage. Vitality increases maximum health. Plague increases claw damage and maximum energy. Corvus gains 1 talent point each time he increases an attribute up to level 25. Okay. Oh, she takes the lamp out. Okay, I thought I sat on that thing to level up, which would be a little strange. Okay, I want strength. Yes. Yes. I have to use a D-pad. Only got one. I only got 1 point. That's how good I was. Let's see. Unlock talent. Saber attacks perform fast. Saber attacks up to 5 hit combos. Oh. Deflect. Use the dagger to fend off the enemy's basic attacks, which will invalidate the enemy's attacks and deal damage to them at the same time. Is that something I already have? Oh, that's something I already have. Let's see. Deflect. When successfully deflecting attacks, the enemy attack gauge is reduced. Hold L1 to enter defensive mode. Reduces 60% of the damage against basic attacks, but cannot defend against critical attacks. Okay. Energize deflect. When successfully deflecting or blocking attacks, some energy will be restored. Ooh, that's nice. But that's level 2. I need 2 talent point. Dodge. Dodge level 1 can perform a second dodge. Corvus can dodge twice, and the second dodge is longer. Sidestep and jump. Circle towards the enemy right before their critical attack hits and interrupt it. Oh, that's Mikadi, whatever it was from Sekiro. Mikidi. During certain hit animations, press circle to get up quickly. Claw. R2 again after a long claw to perform a second attack. Short claw. Perform a series of short-range claw attacks up to 3 combos. When hitting an enemy with a short claw, gain 1 stack of offensive buff. You gain super armor when performing a predator's claw. Whenever Corvus deals damage through claw attacks, the more energy will be restored. While in the air, press R2 to perform a gliding claw. The gliding claw deals a lot of damage to enemy wounds. Well, these are all good. So far, these are like all things that you want. So, like Sekiro. Let's see, Feather Dart. When successfully interrupting a critical attack with a Feather Dart, gain a stack of Predator Swiftness buff, greatly increasing the charging speed of your next Predator's Claw. Okay, increases maximum number of feathers to 5. Regenerate feather every 8 seconds. Whenever Feather Dart, Feather Dash, or Intercept Wing hits an enemy, a little bit of energy will be restored. Strategies. Gain a second slot for plague weapons unlocked through skill shards. Extend the time taken before enemy wounds start healing. Oh. When taking damage, there is a 30% chance to reduce incoming damage by 10%. After taking damage, a small amount of energy will be restored. Slightly increase the item drop rate. While Corvus' health is full, permanently gain 1 stack of offensive buff. After taking any damage, the buff is lost. And then while Corvus' health is lower than 20%, permanently gain 1 stack of offensive buff. Corvus' health above 20%, the buff is lost. I don't imagine you're going to have like a lot of times where it's at such a low level, though. Perform faster saber attacks up to 5-hit combo. I don't really think that's a problem yet. Increase the saber in-air attack damage. I'd rather have this stuff for deflect, but that requires... This one requires... Oh no. Successfully deflecting or blocking attacks of energy restored. Yeah, let's do that one. That sounds good. It is going to take some getting used to. I mean, I do like the fact that it's such fast combat. Uh-oh, who are you? Ugh. Collection of memories level 1. I do hate this mechanic of where you have to pick up your old experience. Like I said, it's something that I would expect from, 1990 EverQuest, not a modern game. But, you want to copy the souls for me, you got to copy every single thing, even the things that are kind of crappy. At least that seems to be the rule with people want to make Souls-like games. We have returned a brand new program made just for you, the audience, with feature acts such as Big Clown Beatorama, Dagger's Fatal Roll Call, and the highly anticipated The Grand Illusionist Odor's Mysterious Finality. Every Saturday and Sunday, just at the brink of dusk, the circus tents open for you. Oh boy, a circus. Oh, they can parry too. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, it's always saving too, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, the combat actually has a really good feel. It's real smooth. It's like even more ninja-y than Sekiro. Hit me? Wow, really? Yeah, the heal animation is definitely more Bloodborne. I want to join the circus in order to provide for my family. There are rumors floating around that some people go into the tent and never come out, but the pay is so good that nobody really cares. The staff members that did my health check said, my body's just what they're looking for. No idea what that means, but the hell with it. Oh, I mean, they were just posting your profile on Tinder, and, you know, no big deal. Obviously, it worked out for him. Can't open from this side. Oh, I still need more. I don't have any points, do I? No. Alright, well, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Thymesia running on PlayStation 5. Yeah, this is really, really, really good. Especially for an independent production. I don't know if this team has done another game. Overboard doesn't sound like anything I've bought games from before. But it's published by Team 17, and again, it's available on the Xbox and PlayStation, Xbox One, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. I'm pretty sure it's on PlayStation 4. And then PC, of course, through Steam or some or other game stores. I would say that if you are closer on the scale of liking Bloodborne or Sekiro versus the more traditional Dark Souls, then this is going to be the game that you are going to prefer because the action is really, really fast, much like Sekiro. And the overall atmosphere is closer to something like Bloodborne. But even with that in mind, the gameplay itself feels very unique. You know, it has shades of a From Software action game, but you can tell that the developers were looking for something even faster paced than what From Software provides. You know, the talent tree and everything shows you that they really thought pretty hard about how the final character was going to turn out. You know, you don't have the customization options that you do in a From Software game, so you're playing as a single person. So there aren't any classes that I can see. Although maybe if you're raising different stats, maybe that gets you into a different kind of class depending on your playstyle. But it is nice and flexible. You know, you can choose to be more offensive or more defensive, and where your bonuses are. That's all very good. The sound and the music, I think, are really well done. You know, again, you're not going to get cutting edge. You're going to get cutting edge graphics even on the PlayStation 5 version. But I think they're really good, and they run at 60 frames. So yeah, I would highly suggest that folks pick this up if they're into the Souls games. As far as like the difficulty, I think it's kind of on par with a From Software game at this point. You know, it rewards you for doing well, and it punishes you for doing poorly. I think I'm just a little unclear on when I can do feather counters. I do see that it slows down a little bit, but I was looking for colors like the tutorial was saying, and I wasn't necessarily seeing that. So maybe I just need to pay attention, or maybe change the color scheme a little bit. But yeah, check it out if you're a fan of these games or this style of action game. I think you're going to be happy. And we'll play a lot more of this as time goes on. You know, I just gotta fit this into our schedule somewhere. All the other games we're playing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.